Hello, and welcome back for week 22 of the Stitch Party Stitch-A-Lon. I'm Jewel with Friday Night Needlepoint, and if you're new here, we're learning one new decorative needlepoint stitch a week for 24 weeks. If we're in the home stretch, you can still join and get the free digital chart on my website or a blank canvas kit. And if you're stitching in real time, you're eligible for the monthly giveaway. And this month, it's the last one for the month of June. You can get this gorgeous Ort bowl from Full Lotus Pottery. To be eligible for the giveaway, you still need to follow her on either Instagram or TikTok. And then you will also be eligible to win either the Oregon Trail canvas or the Tetris canvas, depending on what you want. And to be eligible for the giveaway, all you have to do is post one progress photo or video a month. It's super easy. You don't have to be on the current week. So anyways, that's what's going on, and we only have 3 more weeks of this, so buckle in. So let's pick our stitch for the week. Alright, this week is Chatterbox, and I actually designed this stitch, so I'm interested to see how you guys like it. And then the color will be pink. All right, I'll switch you around and show you how to do the stitch. Happy stitching. For this stitch, I just want to show some subtle contrast so you really get to see the stitch instead of it all blending together with one color. So I'm just doing a subtle contrast color in addition to my pepper pot tippy toes. So to start this stitch, we're going to start in the top left corner, surprise, surprise. And we're going to go down 3 holes and do a 3 diagonal stitch. And then we're going to go next to where we started, 1 intersection over. We're going to go do a 2 diagonal and then a 1 diagonal. So pretty much like a half Scotch stitch. And then when you're done with that, you're just going to mirror what you did before and do another 1, 2, 3 stitch length on the diagonal. I bet you haven't heard that in a while, us mirroring our stitches. So once you're done with your little triangle, you're going to keep along the line of that 3 stitch length. You're just going to go another 3 stitch length to the bottom right, and then you're just going to repeat those. So you're basically making little triangles with those stitches, and because where I'm starting the stitch, you're just going to do 3 triangles of this instead of 4 on 4 sides. And then once you're done with that, you're now just going to infill the square that you've created with those triangles with a satin stitch. So now you're going to do your next block by going on the opposite of what you previously did on 1 triangle. So it's going to be the bottom right triangle. You're going to mirror the opposite way, and then that's going to start your next sequence of triangles or half Scotch stitches. So you're going to do a set of 4 triangles again to make those 4 sides for your square infill. So you can see this better on this square that we're fully doing all 4 sides. And then I'm going to infill with a contrasting color just so you can see the stitch a little bit better. And I'm calling this stitch a chatterbox because it reminds me of those fortune tellers that we used to make as kids in middle school. And I was trying to emulate something like a quilt star. I totally made up the stitch, so you can come at me if you hate it. But I think it would look really good in a background, like a very large background, because it has some visual interest, but it goes super fast because of that square satin stitch infill. So anyways, just doing this stitch after you've repeated your blocks, you're just gonna go around. What I'm doing is I'm using 1 color, so I don't have to keep switching colors. I'm just going around and doing my triangles, and because I've offset the colors for contrasting thread, I am skipping some stitches. But if you were using all 1 thread, you can just keep continuing from one square to the next. So anyways, that's the chatterbox stitch. Let me know in the comments your thoughts, and happy stitching!